Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Tony Tuesday.
How you doing?
And for our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick heads up, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show.
And you can catch it with us uncut as well if you become a member here on YouTube or if you become a Patreon on Patreon. Both are $5 a month. You have to have your own copy of the episode. We give you a countdown, the time code. You can watch the entire episode with us.
And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified when we have a new upload. And y'all, please don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you guys so much for subscribers, our community members, and our patrons. We love you guys so much. We appreciate the support. Abe and Charlie, y'all good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yes,
we're
sir.
doing great.
How was the weekend?
Weekend was good. The Chiefs lost, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so, dude. It's so funny because, like,
That game was horrible.
It
I
was an absolute blowout.
really do enjoy hate watching. Like, I really do. Like, I was watching with my girlfriend, just me and her, and she like couldn't understand why I was like maniacally laughing at every time like Patrick Mahomes got sacked. She was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "This is so fun. Like, this is so fun to me." So yeah, that was great. Shout out Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
No, it's actually Jalen.
If you're
if you know.
If you're a Chiefs fan,
I don't know that.
You're referring to oh my god, what's his name? He calls him Jalen Hurts.
Oh, Dr. Umar.
Yeah, Dr. Moore. Yeah.
If you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that.
I'm not really sorry because like y'all won however many, 3 at this
They
point.
won 3, yeah.
So yeah, give them a turn.
I mean, we've seen a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we got plenty of hate
Yeah.
as Patriots fans. This is what it's like. So
Yup.
enjoy.
Yeah, have fun.
But other than that, I'm ready to get into some Sopranos, and I have comments from our last episode for us before we jump right in. So the first one here comes from Wanderlust Koi, and it says, "Y'all ain't ready for the ride that is season 6B. In my opinion, it is literally peak television. It has my favorite episode of literally any TV show ever as the penultimate episode, but this last run of 9 episodes is phenomenal, and it is an insane experience watching it for the first time. I hope y'all are ready."
We're ready.
Heck yeah, man.
We're ready. We're watching a lot of peak television right now. If you
Straight up.
really are.
Straight up.
Because Severance
you're-
season 2 is insane.
If you're here and you are watching Severance, then check out our Severance reactions as well. And if you're not watching Severance, you should really check it out because it's a crazy show. All right, and the next one here comes from Wang Flop, and it says, "Season 6A started really strong, but then kind of petered out. Members Only is one of the best episodes ever, but Kaisha is a pretty forgettable one. Season 6B has no weak episodes. For the next 2 months, it's banger after banger after banger."
Damn. It's really
Y'all
2
hyping it up. Wow.
It's really
this
2
is-
months
this
worth.
This is
Yeah.
Feels like
I'm reading all the hype comments because I want to see if it lives up. Like, I really want to see if it lives up. The last one here comes from Steve Clark 3032, and it says, "Seeing this in real time was a bummer because it felt like it was supposed to be a season finale. We were like, what are they doing? But they make up for it big time."
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So the sentiment is like, season 6A was slow for a lot of people, and I understand why. Supposedly the next 9 episodes are some of the best run of episodes that we might see ever, right? I think there was a similar feeling for Breaking Bad towards the end. Like, last number of episodes was really, really good, but I'm excited, bro. Let's figure out.
Let's do it. With that
This
being said,
lives up to
Charlie,
the
episode
13.
It's called Soprano Home Movies.
oh,
Very interesting.
Soprano home movies.
It's breaking out the camcorder.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like basically a year after when 6B aired, basically.
Right.
I wonder what the feeling was at the time when this episode was airing. Were people like
That's what I was just thinking.
questioning it? We're like, I'm not liking the direction of this final season, and then like David Chase completely just goes.
Yeah, I would assume people were super like apprehensive at first with this episode. They're like, are we just gonna get more of the same? But we're about to find out. Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
4 writers for this episode.
Tim Van Patten.
Let's not go backwards, huh?
Oh, we're going back here.
They should know. I told you. You don't listen, you nut.
Oh dang!
They're showing his perspective.
Oh shoot! There was a witness. They had no idea.
Oh, I see.
Nossa.
That scared me.
Yep, Sam didn't think he would shoot it. He's lucky that some random kid just found it and thought it was cool, and not the feds.
What is that?
6 a.m? Banging on the door like that? That is crazy.
The federales.
Might be one of his guys. Are we? Sorry, are we still in the flashback, or is it present
No,
day?
2007. I think it's
2007.
It's in 2007.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So they're raiding his house now.
Yep.
Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, and everyone's home.
Anthony Soprano, Detective Gaudioso, Essex County. I have a warrant for your arrest.
For what?
Are you Anthony Soprano?
Would you bring the whole county with you?
We don't take any chances when it concerns an illegal firearm containing hollow point ammunition.
What? Where's the FBI?
Can I see a warrant? We have the right.
I'm done.
Oh my God, the thin beard is crazy.
Did you talk to Tony about coming up to the lake for his birthday?
Tony was arrested this morning.
For what?
Weapons charge. They're booking him in North Caldwell before they take him to Newark. I'm dropping off his clothes right now.
It's a gun, no big deal.
Hollow point ammunition, they said.
Yeah, but he'll still make bail. Well, let him know we're with him.
All right.
If you have hollow point bullets in anything, take him out today.
I love how he smirked before, like, where's the FBI? Because he knows they don't really have anything other than this gun.
I'm just confused in the time gap between finding the gun to then arresting him.
Yeah, it must have been that kid was found with the gun and it was registered under him.
Oh.
Unless they said it was unregistered and they just found fingerprints or something.
Oh my God. Not the air squad,
Yeah,
bro.
yo, this,
They also found a gun loaded with hollow point bullets on the floor. Now, in order to beat the rap, this 16-year-old punk claims he saw my client drop that weapon. And mind you,
that's
not
it?
yesterday, but over 2 years ago.
2 years. There we go. Yeah, they're gonna drop that, right? There's not
You'd
much
have
to
to.
go
There's
on.
no-
it seems.
yeah.
You look fantastic.
Is it science fiction?
Oh, what? Come on.
Fucking empty compliments. I had major fucking coronary disease.
He's not shitting you, Phil. Would I shit you? You're my favorite turd.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Phil, welcome home. Benvenuto. Thanks. I'm a cranky lately.
Lately?
Why don't you get a bike, you fat... I'm here to enjoy my grandchildren, my home.
damn, I thought Tony's crew was old, bro. This is all geriatric people.
He's also kind of taking Tony's advice, it seems.
You know what that says, Hector?
Oh my God.
That's your mommy's name.
Got it tattooed.
Take the yellow ribbons down, everybody. Boys, come on.
Dad.
Hey.
Make bail or something?
They let him out already?
What she means is, in our neighborhood, people don't get out right away.
I'm dead.
Where's Christopher?
I don't know. I thought he was here.
Hi.
Probably.
We got the meeting with the Canadians. With these hassles, we should make it up our way here.
You know, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Mr. Federal Attorney, what can I do for you?
You had to have your cheap headline, huh? Can you really not be aware we've been building a RICO case against Tony Soprano for 5 fucking years? Then you blow this popcorn fart.
What? So does that interfere with it in some way?
Well, yeah, because they're prosecuting him already. I think they could have, like, potentially offered him a deal to inform and stuff like that, maybe. The FBI was involved. I don't know.
Hello.
Essex County dropped the charges. Told you it was a piece of shit case.
2 years old, no decent Prince Santa Claus could have dropped that gun in the snow.
He dropped the charges.
Well, I'd say I owe you one, but I'm sure it's more than one. Thanks again.
Smells fishy, though.
What else do they have on him?
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, National Lampoon's Vacation.
The boob sweat.
No, I gotta admit it. Every time, once you're up here, pretty great.
Looks nice and peaceful.
Who's hungry? You know, a water would be perfect. Pellegrino? Or...
He's gonna pass. He's stuffed.
What a dad joke.
Wow.
Frank Sinatra were coming here to celebrate his birthday. Would you leave the lawn like that? Looks like shit.
He has enough lawn maintenance at the new house, and somebody let the gardener go.
Oh.
I'm joking. You know how grateful we are.
Clearly.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
What?
The AR-10, it's my birthday present to you.
Thanks, Bobby. Don't say shit to Carmela.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna hide that from her?
Of course,
on the drive home.
the one thing he needs after all this is another gun.
Where are Bobby's two kids?
That's a good question. Maybe
Boarding
with-
school. Probably Switzerland. If it's up to Janice.
My pop bought this place because it was close to Canada. He had ties in Montreal, you know, Tom. His father, my grandpa, come into the country originally through Montreal, illegally.
No kidding. You wasn't Ellis Island, your grandfather?
Man, got mixed up in some shenanigans on the other side. Anti-government or something. Had a police record. They ought to build a wall now, though. I'm telling you.
Amen.
Ahead of your time, my friend.
I'm very lucky to be back with my family after all these years. Look at you and me, Tony. Who would have thought we'd have the kind of relationship we have now? The credit goes to you. You've really changed.
So I had to change.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, you were fine.
You're different since that stuff last year. The shooting. I'm sure Carm would agree.
I would.
I'm different how?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they're gonna get into it.
Oh boy.
These two can never be together.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Oh, brother.
I thought he was gonna have he's having like a nightmare or something or panic.
Literally.
Happy birthday.
That looks like fun.
Wow.
See, having rich friends is good because you can get a boat.
It's supposed to rain down there, so make sure that all the cellar windows are closed.
Okay.
Is he in their parents' room?
Yeah, he's in their room.
That jacuzzi's bitchy.
Who is that?
That's Fran, the waitress. All right, look, we're really busy down here.
You're at work?
Yes. All right, I'm at the pizzeria.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
So he switched jobs.
The jacuzzi in the tub's fantastic.
I noticed because on the car
Yeah,
ride.
Beansy's Pizza.
Yeah, Beansy's Pizza shirt.
Anthony Jeroboam Soprano.
What's up?
That is not going to end well.
When we were kids, he'd do whatever I said. They went to Tippy's milk bones because I told him I wasn't cooking.
That's messed up.
She was a bully.
You've been a solid performer for some time now.
Bro, there's nothing better than that. I'm going to tell you right now. So nice.
What a vibe. Yeah, you're right.
I'm just waiting for the moment where something goes wrong because it's too peaceful so far.
Now, come to think of it, you never popped your cherry in that regard, right?
No.
Oh.
Never killed anybody.
Yeah, your old man was the fucking Terminator.
I come close. I've done other shit, but
So look, the big fat pain in the balls.
especially now with DNA evidence.
Shot a guy in the ass.
Somebody I've been bringing along to insulate myself from the stuff that could bring down a boss. Take care of Carmela, too, in case, God forbid. Now, maybe, between me and this person,
Oh, it's Christopher.
there's divergent agendas.
Sorry to hear it.
It happens. Think it's a Newark facilities manager. He's gonna fix it so we do all the window replacements in the projects. I was thinking maybe you should work that.
I'm honored just to be considered.
Then we'll see what happens after that. Long term.
Is Bobby gonna be his guy?
Mm-hmm.
Hide for presents.
And Grappa?
I told you people I didn't want any presents, just
a few kind words.
Soprano home movies.
I had all the Super 8s from when we were kids transferred.
Ooh, Super 8 is
Oh,
fire.
he's about to get triggered somehow.
I love some Super 8
Super
footage.
8, yeah.
Look at these.
Oh, tailor maids. Wow. To my husband, you're not just a funny, smart, lovable, good-looking guy. You're mine. Thank you, baby.
Happy birthday.
This whole episode so far feels like a calm before the storm kind of thing.
Right, we got
Oh, this is their homes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, they are lit.
damn. I thought that was AJ's party for a second.
Pay hospital $100. F me.
Monopoly.
We play the free parking rule.
What free parking lot?
Money from community chest and chance goes into the middle.
Every family has their rule.
Show me that in the rules.
Technically, it isn't in the rules, but a lot of people play it that way.
Yeah.
It adds a whole new level of excitement to the game.
You know, the Parker brothers took time to think this all out. I think we should respect that.
The Parker brothers just play the game.
The Grappa. How about some Remy?
Oh my god,
Bro. Someone's going to do something stupid here.
I feel like they're gonna end up getting so shit-faced and then watch the home video and something's gonna go left.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So what?
Just kite $500 from the bank.
God damn it, Tony!
I beg your pardon, my sweet little potato.
Dun, dun, dun.
Take 5.
Yep.
You take a game of skill and you make it just about luck.
Are you listening to this fucking crybaby?
How about I make up my own fucking rules? How about every time I land on one of my properties, I get $100? How about that?
How about that? How about that?
How about that?
When we were kids, remember?
Oh no.
You tape recorded me and Bob fighting? You blackmailed us for over a fucking month.
I did no such thing.
Yeah, you did.
You fed him a milk bone.
What?
You want to swap family stories, Tone? How about the time that Mom and Dad were coming back from the Copa?
That's enough, Janice.
And Ma said...
That never even happened. And anyway, it's not for public consumption.
What? Oh my God, what?
They're driving back from Manhattan with Uncle June and his Kumar. My father's driving, and she's ragging on his ass. You know how she'd get. He'd been drinking, I guess. He takes out his gun. Oh, my God. Boom!
Holy shit.
The bullet went right through her beehive hair, I can't believe you never told me that story!
Clearly, that's not a good memory for
It
him.
makes us look like a fucking dysfunctional family.
I can't help but to have a bad feeling about the story they were talking about, the child in the pool outside, and then her kid.
Like bad foreshadowing.
Yeah. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong.
I hope so too, Charlie. I really do.
They got by a railroad.
A German Shepherd shaved asshole won first prize.
Oh, what about my wife?
You married her.
She's my home. No more talking like that.
It's okay, Bob.
Stay out of this.
Oh, no.
The Sopranos. Go too far.
Uh-oh.
All right, Jan, he's right. I'm sorry. I crossed the line. I apologize. Won't happen again.
It's something else. He's going to say something else.
Under the boardwalk, with his schlong and Jen's mouth.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, this is no good.
This is not good.
He's going to kill Bobby, bro.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. Rocked him, bro.
Damn, bro.
Tony, are you all right? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. That's no... Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
He's literally drunk, bro.
That's just horrible. Left the car running and everything.
Oh, my shoulder is killing me. Jesus fucking Christ, Tony.
Is he afraid of the repercussions?
Look, Tom, I'm really sorry.
Bobby, just shut up. Let's all just go to bed.
The freaking leg or the Monopoly piece stuck on his face. The thing is, Bobby like headbutted him and then like sucker punched him in his stomach like several times.
Bad.
Which is
Right in the
his
wound.
operation. Yeah.
What the f are you thinking?
You're my wife. He insulted you.
I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself.
It's also his sister. Like,
He's head of the family. You think he's just gonna wake up tomorrow and forget about this?
Yeah.
She's got a point.
Also, there's no way that Tony wants the word going around that he got his ass beat by Bobby. By Bobby, of all people.
literally.
Rough night. Their party was probably crazier than AJ's.
Definitely.
He's gonna throw up?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Or not?
I'm gonna try to find Bobby and kill him in his sleep or something.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh.
What are you doing?
You beat me fair and square.
Come on, let's just...
I was not expecting that from him. Straight not at all. That's still drunk him talking, probably.
Yeah, probably.
They're cleaning up the mess.
Yeah, bro. They left a hazard down there.
Or they're
I'm packed. I would like to go.
You're right. You told me to ease up on the drinking. You should have insisted.
So now it's my fault. Go wash your face so we can leave.
He's like, yeah, I fucked up.
I hope you're hungry. I made a frittata.
And Ramus Fizzes.
Well, thank you, but we think it'd be better if we left.
Not because of last night.
It's for the best.
Come on. We're family. Jesus, these things happen.
I really think we'd all be more comfortable.
We had a little too much to drink. But no harm done. The whole thing's already forgotten. Besides, Tom, we have that thing later, the Canucks. Here at the dock.
More drinks.
Oh,
they stayed?
They're staying.
Look at him out there. I've seen that sitting in the chair thing.
People sit in chairs.
And he's like contemplating life.
That fucking throw rug hadn't have been there, would have been Bobby on his back.
Oh
not me.
my God.
What?
I wouldn't have slipped. I would have kicked his ass.
Jesus Christ, do you think I care?
Oh, you don't, huh? You were there. That night in the crowd in the parking lot at Pizza World, when I took Dominic Tedesco. I don't even know your name, but I remember our eyes met, and you were blown away.
I was in fucking high school.
Yeah, duh, dude. He's so immature.
Beating up your brother-in-law at your 47th birthday?
How old is Bobby? 42? 43? You think those 4 years don't make a difference?
You had it coming. Now, you and your sister, you are emotionally blocked.
I'm old, Calm, and my body has suffered a trauma that it will probably never fully recover from. So why don't we just face the facts? Yeah.
Hey, T, it's me. Just wanted to wish you a belated happy birthday.
Tell you something, Bobby. We had this little tussle a year ago before my injury.
This again?
Oh my God, bro.
Tone, I think everyone here knows you were at a disadvantage.
I don't want to take nothing away from you, but sucker punch is a sucker punch.
So then it wasn't fair and square. I mean, make up your mind.
I think we both know what's what. But forget about it. I am.
You gonna go around two? Like.
Come on, Bobby, let's go.
Where are you two going?
Play some golf with some people.
Oh, right.
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of this.
You okay? Turn the air on.
I'm good.
Oh, no, bro. Bobby really gonna get whacked here?
You didn't tell me that you were taking her in the lake.
I'm watching her, Miss Janet.
You're supposed to tell me whenever you take her in the lake. It's all right, I'm here too. I don't want Nika going in the lake without my knowing. Come on, you've been in there long enough.
Oh, no, she's paranoid.
No.
What did you say?
No.
Nika, come over here.
No.
Don't tell me no. Don't you ever tell me no. Take her to the house. Put her to bed now.
So demanding.
She's never spoken to me like that before. Never. Probably needs that nap. The f***ing Bobby Jr. He's going through his goddamn adolescence. He's nothing but lip and attitude. She's imitating. She's got that pitch perfect ear.
That was some story you told, though.
My dad and the gun?
That alone was worth the price of admission.
I had this boyfriend once. One night he hit me. Boy, oh boy, I blew my lid. I completely exploded.
Oh, is she talking about Richie?
Oh, maybe.
In the end, he went his separate way.
Who?
My boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Don't say it.
I'm not proud of it, though.
Don't say his name.
Sounds like he deserved it.
My mother, though, she could lay out in the weeds for days, years, waiting to strike.
That verbal diarrhea, when you got something in that head of yours, Janice, you give yourself away. What are you saying about my husband?
What did I say?
I don't know what goes on in your house, but for your information, Tony has never raised his hand to his children.
Nothing goes on in my house.
Or to me.
Fine.
I don't know about that last part. Swear we saw him pin her up against the wall once.
But you know what? I take that back. Once he slapped AJ, and he felt horrible about it. Bobby took advantage of him last night when Tony had had too much to drink. There is no excuse for the way Bobby blindsided him.
No, these two about to have a fist fight. Uh-oh.
Tony is not a vindictive man.
I mean, I have a bad vibe about their little car trip right now. Yeah, she's having like a gut feeling.
Are they going to take the fight to the bar now?
Well, at this moment, we could also sell to you Fosamax. Medication for osteoporose, you know, for the woman, their bones. Now, 1 month supply of Fosamax, 4 pills, sells for $70 US from the pharmacy. We sell 4 pills to you for $10 US.
What, a counterfeit?
No. They're true. They're from Assurance Maladie, but expiré, like old. Change the date, nobody knows.
They're expired pills.
How much Fosamax can you get?
20,000 pills every 3 months.
There's some way we could get you to lower your price.
You already make a big profit. That's a good deal. And we'll give you the first pills in 1 week, Monday.
Oublie pas, là.
What?
I cannot come the week next because ma soeur, my sister, she has problems in the court.
You got a good lawyer?
The old husband, he wants to take the child they have together to Winnipeg because he's some drummer over there. You believe this?
She never see her son. I would give anything to be, débarrassé of this shit. To have him gone from her life.
That's tough talk, mon ami.
He's going to put Bobby up to it.
I'll tell you what. You knock your price down to 35 grand, and we'll see what we can do about making your sister's custody problem go away. And I'm not talking about a lawyer either.
Who does this? You pay to some drug addict?
No, somebody reliable.
Pop his cherry that he was talking about.
Yeah, he's not a vindictive man. What is this then?
You'll take care of this, right?
Sure.
No bow and arrows now.
Oh my God. Okay, I thought that was going to go a lot worse. I got scared for Bobby for a second there, but either way, it kind of seems like Tony is sending him to his, like a suicide mission, almost.
I don't know if it's a suicide mission,
He's
but...
just going to pop his cherry.
Well, it's
That's what he talked
Bobby's not experienced with killing.
He's just not cut out for it, though, and Tony knows that.
Goodbye. When Nika wakes up from her nap, give her a belly smooch from us. He broke your balls about the fight, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
What is he packing for?
Where are you going? When are you coming back?
I'm not sure. A couple days.
A couple of days. The Salernos are coming tomorrow.
Stop nagging me. I'll be back as soon as I can.
He's going on this right away. Didn't realize.
Yeah, has to. Well, they're trying to get the pills next week. There he is.
What if this goes horribly wrong? I still flinched.
Oh my gosh.
His shirt ripped like that.
Shirt off. Well,
I know Bobby's gonna be completely scarred by this, by the way.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Dumbass. Oh my god.
No.
So bad.
Oh gosh.
Oh well. There we go. There's the first domino.
Yeah.
Some news about this gun charge. It's not going away.
You said they dropped it.
Essex County did, but now looks like the feds took it over.
What happened to its piece of shit case?
It is unwinnable, but folded into a RICO. It adds a predicate. Good news is, if they had what they needed, we'd be having this conversation through glass.
I gotta go.
Just wait for the other shoe to drop, bro.
Yeah, and they find fingerprints on the gun.
See,
that
but
Bobby left.
this is also Tony being sloppy because he knows Bobby has never done this before. And if he needs to lay low because the feds are on him, he should have sent somebody more experienced.
Very dumb decision.
Yeah. No, but he's vindictive.
Yeah. No, but he's not vindictive.
Well, according to Carmela, no, but
I wonder if he got rid of his hollow point bullets that Janice told him to get rid of.
Wow.
Crazy. He must have a new view on everything now. I don't know.
Bobby. Oh, Bobby.
Yeah.
He dropped the gun, y'all. He dropped the gun.
Yeah, that was a dumb move on him, on his part.
And a dumb move on Tony's part.
Yeah.
For sending him in the first place.
This episode was really good. I really enjoyed the conversation that they had at the dinner table. Them getting super wasted, and when that happens, it just reveals a lot about people. It reveals a lot about characters, and it was, I think, a moment where a lot of curtains were opened, and we heard new stories. We heard new dynamics, and I'm just wondering, starting with Charlie, what did you think of that whole scene? What stood out to you about Tony specifically in that scene?
About the fight?
Yes.
Itself?
All of that. What is it? What did it encompass to you?
I mean, it's not the first time that we see like Bobby trying to protect Janice from Tony. I think he's very protective and like stands his ground, but at the same time, him and Janice are just as stubborn in that way. I feel like, and he took it too far. But also Tony took it too far too. I don't know. I think the fight itself complicates things because it seemed like earlier in the episode they were having a conversation about potentially bringing Bobby in as his successor. That's what I thought he was implying, right?
Yes.
Instead of Christopher. And now I think this ruins it, to be honest. Like, how would you consider Bobby for that position now after he beat the shit out of you?
Yeah.
And also, word of this is going to spread somehow, some way. People are going to find out that Tony, got beat up by Bobby, and
I wouldn't be so sure. But
I think that stays quiet.
But keep going.
Janice has a big mouth. That's the problem that I'm seeing.
You do make a good point there.
That's fair. However, she's so concerned about his position in the family that I don't think that she would reveal that, like, out of concern for Bobby's position.
Yeah, it could be.
Because hitting a boss, like, that's like career suicide, essentially.
Yeah.
From my understanding.
I see that too. I can see her staying quiet because of that reason. Yeah, It's a good point. But if she does decide to run her mouth, right, because we've seen her do that before,
true.
It's not going to be good for Bobby, and it's just more problems for him because he just committed murder and he did a sloppy job at it. He dropped a gun that has his fingerprints all over it. Janice warned him about the hollow point bullets thing. Who knows if he actually like listened to her and did that, because I don't know about ammunition, about guns that much, but my guess is like if they find this gun has hollow point bullets, whatever, they might tie it to Tony somehow or whatever. So everything's very sloppy and very just bad.
I just like laugh at the fact that he had said beforehand when they were talking, him and Tony in the boat, about like killing people. He was saying like such a pain in the balls, and he was like, yeah, and all with the DNA evidence too. I'm like, yeah, bro, clearly you didn't think about that. I mean, I get it because like he's never done it before. It's a shocking thing to kill somebody, I'm sure. So he just. It was like impulse, so dropping the gun and like running away from the scene of the crime. I do think like it's gonna be a little harder to pin this gun right away on Bobby and or Tony because if I understood the story correctly, that happened in Canada.
Yeah, it did.
So if they run the prints and stuff through the Canadian, system,
So they live near the Canadian border.
Right.
I think that's still the U.S., but they're near Montreal.
right? But the guys that were talking to them were French Canadian.
Oh, okay, so
he went over there, and
yeah.
when we saw them in the laundromat, they were speaking in French. I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure that happened. That happened in Canada. So if that is true, then they may have trouble matching prints to Bobby. I don't really even know Bobby's necessarily like criminal record or anything like that if he's in the system at all. But I think that'll be something that comes back to bite them later, not necessarily right away. But who knows?
Who knows? Down the line, I think it's just potential more evidence that they can, collect and add up to this whole RICO trial thing. So, yeah, Tony's an idiot. Bobby's an idiot. Everyone's an idiot. It seems like the only person that was rational in this whole episode was Carmela. Yeah.
Yes and no.
She had her vindictive comment.
Yeah.
She talks about Tony not being vindictive.
Yeah. That was the one part that she wasn't making any sense.
Yeah.
Like she was just trying to protect her husband, but she knows that he is. Right? She just doesn't want to hear Janice talking shit about him.
That's true.
But yeah, I think she was the only one who really kept her cool and wasn't like running her mouth like crazy. So yeah, learn how to handle your liquor, kids.
Big time.
So that you don't get in a fight with your family.
Yeah.
Big time.
Abe, what did we continue to learn about Tony? The man can never take L's. He always has an excuse about something. What stood out to you in this specific moment and how he handled the situation with Bobby?
I think that we realize, this only just goes further in exemplifying how egotistical Tony is and how prideful he is. Like, he's got to make up these excuses for how everything happened. He can't take the fact that he lost to a guy, Bobby, who he's like basically talked down to the entire show that we've seen.
Yeah.
He thinks not much of Bobby, I don't think. I think he appreciates Bobby because he's loyal and that's his brother-in-law and whatnot. But I also don't think that he sees him very highly in general. Doesn't have the balls or whatever to ever have killed somebody, and just soft, maybe a little bit dumb. I think that's how Tony views him. So like his ego is definitely bruised by the fact that he lost a fight to him. And I think that we see, Carmela's vindictive comment to the narrative of the story is very crucial because right after that we see the complete opposite happen. He takes an opportunity to say, all right, Bobby, essentially as your punishment, like, here you go, your first time whacking somebody, and Bobby makes an absolute mess of it. But again, like, pride is what clouds Tony's intelligence and his planning and strategy and things like that. Like, he is a really smart guy when it comes to mob activities. Him doing this is out of character. Like, if it was any other, like, if that fight had not happened, he would have sent somebody else to do it. And he would have thought it out more. But the fact that, Bobby had bruised his ego, he was like, I feel like I need to teach you a lesson and like make you do something that obviously you're not going to look forward to. So yeah, I want to quickly talk about the use of music in this episode because I just thought it was so interesting. They had like Take 5 going on in the background, which is a very like chill jazz song, almost like a, literally you take the meaning of it, Take 5 is like a break. And, they're away from the mob, they're away from civilization, they're away from everybody, but still all of that shit still comes into it. So it almost felt like a juxtaposition of the moment where there's like, we play this chill, take a break music, and then we're still going to argue and fight and have bruised egos and clash and all that stuff. And then at the end, the This Magic moment.
Yep.
Classic movie ending, theme song. After, Bobby had killed the guy that he needed to kill, comes back, sees his family. That song is playing. He's looking out into the water and like reconciling what he did. And it's like, it almost felt like both songs they used were like ironic uses of the music, which I thought was really good because I think that we see a lot of irony in the themes that happened in this episode with Carmela calling Tony vindictive and, Bobby saying, it's a pain in the ass with all the DNA. Like there's so much little irony and happening that I think those two moments were just, good choices and good use of music to match the theme.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think since we started watching the show, we always talked about like how you got to separate the home life from the mob life. And it's like the more we develop the show, the more we continue to watch. It's just not possible. It's always just going to be involved wherever you go 24/7. And I think this episode was an example of that as well. It's like, yeah, it's still around. It doesn't matter. It's still it's the family. This is who we are. That identity will never leave us. If we're 200 miles away, it doesn't matter. It's still present. And I think we saw it in this episode again.
It also showed that fights happen in Monopoly all the time. Over a Monopoly game.
Yeah. I do think there's a little bit of an element too of Bobby feeling like he needs to prove himself in this building up to the fight and like the Monopoly game and everything. He's butting in more than usual, like protecting Janice towards Tony. Like usually he just takes it. But, it almost felt like the conversation they had in the boat before that about Bobby potentially being his successor, it felt a little bit like Bobby felt like he needed to rise to the challenge. Be protective of my wife, don't stand down from a fight, that kind of thing. As soon as he tells Bobby to go like do this hit, all right, I'm on it. So, Bobby has been one of the few people that I think has been able to straddle the life of like living a normal life and living a life in the mob. He never had to actually kill somebody, he earns and all that stuff, but he still has his family and he's a nice guy, loves his wife. And now it feels like that's colliding for him and he's realizing like, what does it take to be Tony Soprano? And maybe he's realizing, I don't know if I want that. So I thought that was his development in this episode, I think was super significant.
And I think it's going to lead to, like you said, dominoes are going to fall. I think we're going to see a lot happen because of this specific instance. And Tony, right then, we always talk about him being a good leader, but when it comes to, again, his emotional instincts, he makes these decisions where you're like, bro,
what are you doing?
What are you doing with yourself? Like we also saw that moment, Charlie, where Janice brings up that story of Junior and the Gumar. And shooting, and basically he shoots a bullet in it like
I think it was actually Tony's dad who shot in the car towards Junior's Gumar.
And it but wondering what did you think of that specific moment and why would you think Tony was so like he was like taken aback from it? He's like, stop talking about it. Let's drop this right now. Some things we don't need to talk about.
My mind goes two places. Where either it makes his dad look bad and he doesn't like that, or the story involves Junior and doesn't like that. So that's where my head was at.
I think you're onto something with the first point because we have seen that he has this like, romanticized idea of his dad and the relationship he had with him, which is like very far from the actual reality and the truth. And I think Tony is very protective of his father's image. And then, but more broadly, the family's image. And again, with the irony, because like he's giving this whole speech about like, it makes us look like we're a crazy family. And then literally 2 seconds later, he's fighting his brother-in-law and calling his sister, uglier than a German shepherd's butthole or something. So like, to me, I think it's this desire to want to keep up appearances, which is the same reason that he wouldn't admit defeat and wouldn't admit that it was a fair fight later on when he was sober. I think he just wants to, keep the image of the Sopranos as powerful, pristine. But everybody who has some inside track on them knows that they're kind of a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also saw in this episode, Phil is back. Looks healthy.
Yep.
Looks like he recovered, and there's still that strange vibe where his crew is. They're not vibing with Tony. They're not vibing with the New Jersey guys still, and I think we're gonna see that narrative develop even after that conversation Tony had with Phil. I wonder what Phil's role is after that. What is he gonna say to his guys, and what that's gonna lead to? Just wondering if you guys thought of anything that scene.
No, I think it was just a reminder for us of where we left off. We saw in the last episode that Phil was rushed to the hospital with a heart attack, all this stuff, and then in this episode, Tony's taken to jail, gets out on bail, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're seeing they're both like kind of dealing with their struggles, but at the same time they're still at odds with each other.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. We're still going to see that that storyline develop a little bit further, but they're kind of the two major players left, and it feels like they have to collide at some point. But I'm very curious about with these RICO charges and everything. Obviously, they have Johnny Sack's case already happening. A lot of that probably implicates, or supposedly it doesn't, but I'm sure that some of that touches Phil and that crew. And then obviously they're building a case against Tony. So I wonder if it's going to be a case of them trying to flip on each other, as a last resort. I don't know, but there's smoke there, so we'll wait to see what the fire is.
Yeah, we'll see. AJ got his girlfriend's name tattooed on his arm.
No turning back now.
Looks like he's. looks like the relationship is developing well. I don't know. Meadow is back from California. And we'll see how this goes. And with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching and listening to this reaction. We love you guys and see you soon for more Tony Tuesday. Stay beautiful, y'all.
See ya.